Welcome to the MNmaxed Podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction Curse. A recap of Session 35. We continue deeper into the cave and come across really a lot of wolves. However, they group up and the wizard gets all firebally. The wolves don't last long. Next, we come to a fucking bar guest who seems to think we're from the Celestial Menagerie to bring him back. Ultimately, despite trying to make peace, he attacks. Combat is fast and furious, and the monster goes down. Jeb immediately heals him and attempts to befriend him. Eventually, he comes around. In an evilish twist, we make him a deal where we'll bring him menagerie members to eat so he can gain power and go back to the abyss from whence he came. There is no possible way this could go poorly. A quick bit of information about how MNmaxed runs our table. When new books and material and abilities and things come out, we do allow for rebuilds of characters. Swanee has taken advantage of this as we record this episode right after the APG was released, and has changed up Moonlight a little bit, and will explain how.
Alright, so with the APG coming out, Moonlight's gonna change their bloodline from Aberrant to Shadow. Essentially what that does is it shifts a lot of spells around, because a lot of the spells that Shadow gives are ones that I already had. So I'm going to be able to get rid of some of the bloodline spells that I didn't really care for from Aberrant, like Spider Sting will become Ray of Enfeeblement, Touch of Idiocy, which was the second level bloodline spell, becomes Darkness. The third level is Chilling Darkness. So I'm going to keep Vampiric Touch as a regular spell. I got rid of Circle of Protection. Everything that's moving is all spells, other than I'm going to trade out Widen Spell for Reach Spell, because I'm losing my Focus spell, which gave me that Reach ability, and I find that Reach ability a lot more useful than the Widen ability.
And what's the Focus spell that you get over Tentacular Limbs?
Over Tentacular Limbs, I get Dim the Light, which means whenever I cast a spell with the Darkness trait, which at this point I think there's just Darkness and Chilling Darkness, I can use a reaction to make a stealth check and go become hidden. And as long as I move to somewhere that is truly hidden, I stay hidden, otherwise I become visible at the end of the round.
Okay, so it's a reaction. It's not. I actually went into this thinking it was an action, but
nope, it's a reaction that to casting a spell with the Darkness trait.
Nice.
So then I basically make a stealth check, and I can then move with my third action to try to get somewhere where I'm hidden, and then hopefully nobody knows where I am.
So I was actually curious on how that was going to work out if it was a single action, but
because then you're already using your 3. Yeah, with it being a reaction, you can use that third action to move somewhere else.
There seems to be a fallen tree to the south. Does that actually block anything off, or can we pass that?
No, you'd have to kind of get a little closer to determine that.
I do so. Oh.
As Peach Pie gets closer to the fallen log to the south, you notice that it's actually leading down into quite a swampy area. There's this stream that's flowing into the valley, empties into this small swamp on the valley's south side, which is where you are right now. And there's slick muck and thick reeds. It looks like you could traverse this swampy area, but it most certainly would be difficult terrain at the least.
Unless you had the Viking dedication.
The fuck does that do?
It's something like you're so used to jumping out of boats to storm beaches that like shallow water does not give you difficult terrain.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking great. Is that actually an APG archetype?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
I saw the Viking. I just didn't read it.
It's a fucking Viking. I had to read it.
That's so cool.
Well,
again, super situational. But
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, obviously.
A lot of those are.
Well, this is one of those situations.
If you were running a campaign like the Sodden Lands, that'd be amazing.
Oh, 100%.
Anyway.
So if you guys are kind of looking at the swamp here, there's a couple of things that you will notice. There seem to be 3 islands in the swamp here. One is a larger island that is connected by this fallen log bridge, if you will. And the first island is the largest of the islands in the swamp. It looks like there might be some sort of stone foundation, like something of a small building that may have once stood on the larger island, but...
Stonehenge?
No, more like the foundations of an old
Pretty
brick
small.
building.
Was it an outhouse?
It's very small. It's very small. There's also, from that larger island, is another fallen branch that connects to another island just off to the west. In this island, you actually notice a faint red-orange glow coming from the center of... You can't see to the island itself. It's overgrown with trees and underbrush and that sort of thing. It almost looks like a campfire, perhaps, is in the trees there. You can't really tell, but that's certainly what it would seem to be.
Okay. Am I able to walk over this log here to get to the big island?
I don't know, Peach Pie, can you?
Well, what kind of check would you like?
You definitely need to give me a balance check.
All right. I will make an acrobatics, and I will attempt to walk over the log to get to the large island.
Before you make that movement and you tell me the result of your acrobatics roll, what's everybody else doing?
I see no reason why I wouldn't follow.
Does everyone just follows then?
Yeah, Moonlight would follow.
Okay. Now, while you're making the balance action here, it's an acrobatics skill action. You are flat-footed while on the narrow surface. What was your result on the acrobatics?
26.
Okay. You succeed, which means you get to move up to your speed, treating it as difficult terrain. So you're taking it slow.
So that would be one action.
As you begin to cross that fallen log, off in that area where you think the campfire might be, you hear a small voice going, "Help! Help! You there! Can you help me?"
Well, that's going to be a trap.
Peach Pie, there's someone in distress. We must go assist them immediately.
Yes, I'm most certainly in distress. Please help.
All right, I'll be there in a minute.
He's also got very good hearing.
I continue across the log to the island. Everybody follow me?
Depends on if Tyler lets us.
Attempt yet.
Yeah, keep going. You'll need to give me the balance check for sure to do so.
23.
You're able to move your speed. It's just difficult terrain. Jeb, as you get closer, oh, your friend there. Can you help us too? Please help.
Us? I only hear one of you.
Yeah, there's multiple of us. Yeah. Yes, please help.
Why do you need help if there's also so many of you?
We're stuck.
Oh God, I've seen this porno. Alright. Where is this coming? Does this come from the rubble?
Not from the rubble, no, from the island that's off to the west of this larger island that you're finding yourself going on. The larger island has the old ruins that are here. Looks like just the foundation of a small building that stood here once. The foundation is overgrown with weeds. It's very obscured, but...
Moonlight, do you want to talk about your graceful walk across the log?
Moonlight feels a connection with this log and just dashes across it with the nat 20.
Yeah, you can move up to your speed, not difficult terrain.
I'm going to approach this little... Because you said the voices are coming from the campfire area, right?
Yeah, the island to the left, where you see that flickering flame. And like I said, that whole island is obfuscated.
Obfuscated.
Obfuscated. Yep, words. Difficult to see into. Yep. Obfuscated.
Obfu.
See, that's a word that I read all the time, but I've never tried to say out loud before. I just am now realizing.
That's fair. That's, you know.
And it is a hard word to say.
It is. I read the book Anne of Green Gables, and in Anne of Green Gables, she says, never make fun of somebody who mispronounces a word, because that means they learned it from reading a book. That said, fuck you, Tyler.
Obfuscated. I still can't do it.
Did you say You're adding an S. Obfuscated.
Obfuscated. damn it.
It's OBF. OBF.
Obfuscated.
Obfuscated.
There you go.
Obfuscated. Did I get it that time?
You got it now.
I forgot what I was talking about now.
That island is obfuscated.
Yeah, the
There we
island
go.
is obfuscated.
What's that mean?
Both me and Ted are like, "Grats on figuring out the word. Now what the fuck is it?"
Obscured, I guess, is probably a better word to
So you're
use.
saying I can't
A lot
see it
easier
from
to-
across
Would
the
have been
terrain.
the easier word to use there.
It's true.
Hey,
So I can't see it from where I am.
Correct.
does the nimble tiger fall off the log?
With a
11.
ooh, no. But Turtle remains completely stationary as she gets onto the log.
She doesn't like water.
How
Here's
about
the failure.
27?
27 will do it, but this is fun. The failure for balance is you must remain stationary to keep your balance, wasting the action, or you fall. If you fall, your turn ends.
So the Wiz really doesn't trust this log, and he takes his time and takes twice as long to cross it to get a +2. 20.
which is a success.
Turtle will eventually be up there.
When everybody gets onto the larger island, go ahead and give me a perception check, if you don't mind.
You got it. Bad. 14.
25 for Moonlight.
Moonlight, you notice near the log that is the bridge leading over to the island to the west of the larger island. You see kind of overgrown with moss and underbrush and lichen is a skeleton that's holding a satchel.
On our island or the other island?
On your island. You still can't see onto the other island really that well.
Moonlight will call over. There's a skeleton over there. I'm a little worried that whatever is calling us killed that person.
There's somebody in distress. We must go help them, says Bernard.
Please help. Please help us.
I make a sense motive, which I think is a perception check now
It is.
on this person calling. 18 on the die for a 28.
Shit. You're a touch suspicious.
I'm sorry,
The-
touch suspicious.
Right, obviously. For those of you at home who can't see this, the western island it's not very big. It's maybe 30 feet across and in all directions. It's lined with trees and brush, and it has that log bridge that leads from the larger island that the party is on over to the western island. There's a little bit of a clearing on that smaller island, but the light seems to be coming from within the trees more than it is from that island area. And you are most certainly suspicious. I mean, because of the presence of the skeleton, I think is one big key off for you.
Wiz detect magic.
What level are you detecting magic at now, by the way?
That's a good call.
I can't tell you yes or no.
I
anymore.
meant to mention, remember that heightens. It gets a lot better when it heightens.
Yeah, it's not just
So
a yes
third,
or no.
I learned the school of the magic of the highest level effect within range that the spell detects. If multiple effects are equally strong, you determine which I learned.
What's the range on it?
It's still 30-foot emanation.
So that's 30 feet from you. You'd have to be within 30 feet of it, unless you're just looking at this island.
On the main, or on the larger island, the one that the party is on right now, you do detect magic coming from the base of the log on this island where Moonlight pointed out the skeleton, and it's a divination magic.
We're going to check it out.
If you go and pick up that bag, it's actually being clutched by that skeleton. You have to kind of pull it off a little bit. Open the satchel. There's a handful of things in here. There's a rolled up parchment. That's not the magic thing. There's also a handful of gold in here, about 14 gold points.
Ooh, nice.
A vial that's filled with a potion of some kind.
Toss the potion back towards Peach Pie.
All right, I'll hold on to it.
And the magic that's triggering, or the item that's triggering his magic is a small clay figurine that resembles a white cat with a paw outstretched. Not like the good luck cat that does the back and forth hand. It's like an actual cat that's like holding a paw out, almost like it's beckoning.
Interesting.
What's in the parchment?
On the parchment, you actually see a rough sketch of the swamp area.
any symbols on it, like X marks the spot for treasure?
Yeah, so there are the crumbled keep, the little ruins that's on the island that you're on are there. There's no markings of any kind. And there seems to be, not on one of the islands, but to the east of where the swamp is, you see what looks like maybe a keep that's on the map. You can't see it from where you're at right now, but to the east it looks like there's some sort of keep built into the valley. But the westernmost island is marked with the words Saint Alcaterum's Eye.
Do I know what that means?
Fucking what?
What kind of check would you like for me to figure out what that means?
Saint Alcaterum's Eye, with a question mark and everything.
You want me to do like a society or
Go ahead with society on that one, yeah.
How about a clown lore? Would that do anything for me?
Sure, go nuts, make that roll.
30?
You
Wait. I get a 14 clown lore.
Right. Saint Alcaterum was a very, very famous clown
I knew it.
from Varissia.
I knew it.
And you're pretty sure you're right on that, but you don't really remember much more detail. You're not actually sure.
I just thought that, you know, like basically everything I do that's skill related or knowledge related like this, I'm spending twice as long, and I just look not sober as I'm thinking about things like this or doing things.
Figure like
I'm basically doing it
jaw.
to get the +2 nonstop on any skill checks. That and I can't critically fail, which is always a bonus.
You're not actually sure. No, you are not sure. You may vaguely recall that it's an item, perhaps. It's not a place. It's not a person. You think that you may have vaguely heard of something about it being like maybe a necklace. You have no idea what it does, though. It's just a thought.
Would Lore Hionen give me anything?
No.
Damn.
But you can make the roll if you want.
Occultism?
I don't think we're going to get it.
No.
Crafting. Lore crafting.
Hey, wait a second.
Hold up.
I've got feline lore.
It's a cat thing.
It's definitely a cat thing. You're right. You got me.
Well, what are we
20.
doing?
It's his cat statue. We're still on the cat statue?
Well, fuck the cat statue. I'm gonna toss the cat statue to Jeb, thinking it's for him.
It's seriously not feline lore? I thought I had it there.
I feel like the cat statue is what gives you the idea to learn the spell for like the pocket dimension. It's like,
You're like, oh,
what
a
if
small
turtle
cat.
with this size that I could put in my pocket? That'd be so useful.
Why aren't you coming to help us? Stop looking at the bag.
Peach Pie starts crossing the log, whatever anybody, until if somebody
Peach
tries
Pie,
to stop
wait.
him. What?
There's Akatosh's eye over there.
I feel something is amiss with this voice that we cannot see.
Don't listen to the tree, clown. Come save me.
Who are you and what do you want?
We're travelers in distress.
Be a hero, Peach Pie. And the Wiz cheers you on.
But I trust Moonlight.
Is that
There's
what
a-
your tree is named? That's a stupid name, tree.
What's your name?
I don't have a name. Come over here and I'll tell it to you.
Tree, you got this.
Well, if you don't give us more info, we're just gonna leave you there.
Okay. All right. My name's Frank. And frankly, I'm really disappointed that you haven't helped me yet.
It's pretty funny. It's good.
Considering you're still alive, it's probably not that serious.
But I'm stuck in the underbrush and in the water.
But how would you do that? What is your physiology, Frank?
A thing with feet? Yeah, I've got legs and feet. Come save me.
He totally doesn't have legs or feet.
You seem very unsure of what you are.
You say
No,
that
I'm
like
sure-
someone who doesn't have legs and feet.
You're looking really too hard into this. Just come help me out.
What if I just throw alchemical bombs in your general direction?
What are those things?
Shall we allow him to find out?
What if he's actually stuck?
I look at Moonlight. Hmm?
Can Moonlight make an intimidation check based on basically threatening that they will let Peach Pie throw alchemical bombs at them?
I mean, I'm not going to stop you,
I don't know what good it's going to do either.
I guess.
Maybe, scare them into telling us, what's really going on here. I get a 20 intimidation. If you don't tell us what's really going on, this clown's going to throw bombs at you.
I still don't know what those are, and I ain't afraid of you, tree.
Do you know what a bomb is?
No.
Okay, Peach Pie, show him what a bomb is.
I like to call this one my alchemical bomb.
How long have you been saving that?
That was terrible. That was so bad. The Wiz is not impressed.
Boo.
Yeah, I pull out one of my, let's go lesser acid flask. Am I able to determine a square to throw it at?
Oh boy.
Because I'm assuming this thing is hidden, right?
Yeah,
Like
most
completely
certainly.
hidden.
And we've got where the light's coming from over there, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that what
you've
the
got-
10-foot square thing is?
Yeah, that's where the light is coming from. It's hard
How
to
about-
narrow it down.
I just roll a d4, and whichever one it lands on is where the alchemical bomb I throw it at.
Sure.
So
Where do you
I'm
want to
gonna
start
go-
the counting? Top
So
left,
upper
clockwise?
left to right, 1, 2, lower left to right, 3, 4. All right? Got it?
Okay. Sounds good.
I roll a 1. That means I'm aiming for the upper left corner of that 10-foot square.
All right.
So here comes my roll. Ooh, I get a 16 to hit. It's not great.
So the acid flask goes flying through the air, and it just barely ticks off one of the branches of a tree, and it kind of hits the ground sooner than you would have liked it to have. Of course, splash damage is splash damage, though. As soon as that happens, all of a sudden the glowing campfire that's there kind of pops up and goes into the air, and it's this little orange ball, and it starts going back and forth very rapidly, and it goes,
What'd you do that for, you little cocksucker? Get over here!
initiative.
Wow. That,
Doesn't know what a bomb is, but it knows what a cocksucker is.
my goodness.
Yeah. Frank's got a mouth on him.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's keep it going, boys.
Holy hell.
No. Sorry.
You still got a 27.
Yeah.
A bunch of 20s on these initiative rolls for these guys.
The 20 is the lowest.
Well, there's not just one flying, glowing orange orb. There are two. And as they come up out from
Frank
ground
and
level,
Sinatra.
Frank, small aberration 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and share a picture of these guys with the...
Yes, please.
They look like they're going to be adorable. Oh, never mind. I thought they were a little.
That's
God.
a will-o-wisp,
It's a
right?
will-o-wisp.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well just reveal they are definitely will-o-wisps. Your characters don't know that.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
yes.
honestly, I know it's a will-o-wisp, but I don't remember what they do at all. So it's
I mean, the Wiz is going to know what they are in a minute.
They're fucking bitches is what they are. They suck. But at least they're weak will-o-wisps.
it does say.
Oh
weak
shit! It's
will-o-wisp.
built right into it. Oh man.
I can't believe this fucker tied with me on mission.
Yeah, motherfucker. Ted rolled a nat 20 and has a plus 12 on his perception, and he doesn't even fucking go first.
Nope. In fact, Sinatra, the first thing he does is he spends his first action to go dark, and his light extinguishes, and you can no longer see him.
Frank, where'd your friend go?
Don't worry about him.
Oh, okay.
And as second action takes place off camera for you, third action, Sinatra actually is going to shock Peach Pie.
And become visible.
And a small, electric shock goes out and touches Peach Pie, gets a 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
Peach Pie, you will take 6 points of damage. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
If the Will-O-Wisp uses its shock attack while invisible, the arc of electricity lets any observer determine its location, making the Will-O-Wisp only hidden to all observers until it moves. so it does not become visible. You know which square it was in because the shock, physically showed you where the will-o-wisp was, but
Sure.
it is still hidden.
All right, that makes sense.
All right. And that is its turn. That's going to take us over to the Wiz. It's your turn.
Nature check to figure out what they do or what these guys are.
Is going to be an occultism check.
Really? I'm fine with that. I actually have a better bonus.
Well, yeah.
I'm only going to do the one action version of recall. I don't want to spend twice as long.
Because they're like aberrations.
Because I'm going to roll a nat 20 on it anyways. It's 31, nat 20.
Yeah, fuck. Yes, will-o-wisps are aberrations. They're small. They're generally very evil little fuckers. There's a couple of things that you should know that I'm just going to give you. Will-o-wisps are immune to magic.
Well, see you guys.
Oh no, a third of me is gone.
It's immune to all spells except a specific handful of spells.
That's weird.
Which would be...
I suppose with a nat 20. Fairy Fire, Glitter Dust, Magic Missile, and Maze.
And of course, I did not prepare really any of those.
I forgot to prepare maze. Yeah.
I do not have Glitter Dust
level spell.
set up. And the only magic missile I have is level 1.
So, tell me, I will give you 2 additional pieces of information. What are you looking for?
Can I hit it with my axe?
If you can find it, most certainly.
Do they speak any other languages?
Other than common?
Yeah.
Yes. Aklo.
What's their best save?
Yeah, what's their best
Or
save?
what's their worst save? Maybe what's their worst save?
Well, why do saves even matter? What are you going to do? They're immune to magic.
I suppose. That is true. Saves don't mean shit.
Do they have any resistances to physical, like slashing, piercing, bludgeoning?
No.
Yeah, that's all I want to know then. I don't know what the fuck I want to do for my second or third actions.
Cast magic missile.
I want to do a full round with it.
Oh, I suppose.
Well, I'm going to free action and try to talk to it first. I speak to it in Aklo. I'm just like, hey, Frank, why are you attacking us? What did we do to you?
I don't think a will-o-wisp can look surprised, but it does. You're in our territory.
We didn't know that. We were just walking across the bridge, and then you were trying to pull us in closer. Like that's fucked up, man.
Sure, yeah. I want you to die in the
Dick
quicksand.
move. Like, why?
Because it's funny, and you're in our territory.
Is quicksand?
Also, fuck you. Yeah, there's quicksand over here.
Where's the quicksand at?
It's right on my island. Fuck you.
You're really mean.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. You're in my territory. Can you just come over here and die now?
Is there anything else over there with you?
Sure, there's trees and shit. There's treasure over here, too. Yeah.
I got nothing else. There's no reason for me to actually try diplomacy. I just wanted to talk to it.
Okay.
My diplomacy's -1. Like,
Well,
I'm not gonna...
and you take a minute to do diplomacy, so.
Yeah, you need the full minute.
That's true.
Which would just be a minute of him asking you to come over to him and die.
God, he's such a dick. Should I try to look for the quicksand?
Sure. Yeah, you can give me a seek action for that.
This one I'm going to take twice as long for the full 2. So it'll take 2 actions, so I get a +2.
There you go.
Ooh, not good. 16.
16. You're not really sure. It just looks like an island in a swamp over there.
I'm going to say, hey, Peach Pie, he said something about quicksand. I don't see any quicksand over there, but there's quicksand, I guess, on that island.
All right.
Okay, thumbs up.
Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Okay, so you said the one that shocked me is in the square directly to my west?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I can see the one. Can I see the one that's back there in the bushes?
Most certainly you can.
Okay.
The one that shocked you is, directly to your southwest. And with the way that this works, you can still attempt to hit it. It's just hidden to you.
Yeah, so I'd have a 50% miss chance. I spend 1 action to go into a rage. And then I spend 2 actions to do the chargey thing I have, which all of a sudden I've forgotten its name. Fucking...
Sudden charge?
Sudden charge?
Charge? Yeah, that's it. I get to make 2 movements and make an attack. So we're going to do that. Movement 1. Movement 2. I'm going to show you each square I go through so you can tell me if I go through the trap or not. Movement 3, movement 4, 5.
As soon as you get off of the log and step onto the island, you do, in fact, sink in.
And I told you there was quicksand.
Just a touch, though. Interestingly, with the way that the hazard works, it's included in initiative, and it uses an action to pull you into...
So here's what's really happening, is my clown shoes are acting like snowshoes for quicksand. And I just flop over it, and I get up to the will-o-wisp.
That's difficult terrain there. Do you still have enough movement?
By far.
Okay. All right.
And I will make a raging attack at this guy, and I'm going to try and take it down in one swing so I don't have to deal with him going invisible. Swing! 29 to hit.
29 does hit.
Not a crit. 29 damage.
Oh. Okay. It says it resisted all of the damage, but that's because you're...
It's listed as magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think that really...
No, I don't think that
doesn't count.
That doesn't compute to me.
Jesus, 29? Holy crap.
I rolled a 10 and a 9 on my 2d12, so that's pretty good.
You hit this thing so hard that it actually smacks back down into the mud, and it kind of like floats back up, and it goes, "Ow, clown! Fuck you!"
All right, I'm done.
Then that's going to take us over to that will-o-wisp, Frank, that you just smacked. Woozily flies off to the west and like turns back and looks at you for a moment and like gives you a sneering gesture, a sneering look, and he just goes, "I'm out of here!" And he disappears into the woods.
Boy.
Wait, he just ran away? Little
Yes.
bitch.
He might have pretended to run away and gone invisible. It could have been a deception.
Well, then after Frank beats it, Jebediah, it's your turn.
So,
I didn't
not
think
to
there-
become visible or not to me? I don't remember how you worded that.
Yeah, that one's weird. For anybody who observed Peach Pie get zapped by the will-o-wisp, you know which square the will-o-wisp is in, but it's still invisible. So it just is hidden to you. So in order to hit it, you may need to make a DC 11 flat check. But if you try to hit it, it's all included in the rolls. So
Am I
just
good on
roll
this
it
shore right here, this shoreline?
Yeah, you'd be good right there.
Alright, I'll attempt to swing. You said flat 11?
It'll do it for you. Wait, no, it won't, because I don't have it hidden. Wait, it should.
Well, there's a 11.
There is an 11. Okay, yep. That'll hit if you succeed on the attack roll.
Did it miss because I rolled too low, or did it miss because of the DC 11?
Just because you rolled too low, it didn't even roll the DC 11.
Yeah, it'll roll the miss chance
Oh, okay.
if you hit it.
No, that's fine. Here we go. I'll just move my cat up. You done?
All right, then after Jebediah, Moonlight, it's your turn.
Moonlight's gonna move up and use this new wand that I got. And I'm gonna cast Circle of Protection Evil. It's gonna give everyone a +1 status bonus to AC against attacks by creatures of the chosen alignment and to saves against effects from such creatures. So there you go.
What
Everybody
alignment
within
choice?
Cool.
evil. So anybody within 10 feet of me gets that. So not Peach Pie at the moment, but
Then after Moonlight, we go back to the top of the order. That will-o-wisp that Jeb missed is going to do a thing that you can't technically see. And it's going to shock Peach Pie. Gets a 31 to hit.
That will be a critical.
Critical hit incoming. 20 points of shocking damage.
Bitch.
where did it ting
By
at?
absorbing it.
Partially absorbing it because I had temporary HP when I went to rage.
Oh.
So you can definitely tell that it moved. And it only did one move action to get over there. So it's going to use its third action to shock Peach Pie again.
They were smart, it'd move again, but it's not.
20 to hit Peach Pie.
Miss.
Right. Peach Pie is going to take...
Is it still considered hidden or invisible?
It is
You're
still
hitting a
hit.
-2, it looks like, so because the game thinks you are getting hit.
It should have missed. That's won't even miss.
But
Yeah,
you have a
it's-
-2 to effects because it's hidden.
It's hidden.
Oh, so okay,
so
then it does hit.
you have a -2 to your AC against.
Gotcha.
So yes, that would have hit. So you take 9 points of electricity damage on another shock.
Okay. Does that help me see it better? It should.
It doesn't help you see it any better than it's just hidden instead of invisible. That is all for Sinatra. That's going to take us over to the wizard.
So how does magic missile work with hidden?
That's a good question.
I think magic missile still hits unerringly, doesn't it?
It just says that it hits automatically.
It automatically hits and deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. Gosh, that's interesting. That targets
But I
one
can't
creature.
target it.
I think the question is, can you target it while it's
I
hidden?
still at an 11 then, because it says creature you're hidden from is 5-footed and it must succeed on a DC 11 flat check with an attack spell or other effect, or it fails if.
Do I have to, if I'm shooting 3 missiles, do I have to do 3 or just 1?
I think it's 1 spell.
Yeah, that's what I would take it as too. So if you're going to spend all 3 actions on magic missile, you get that 1 spell.
Okay, I rolled another nat 20. How many fucking 20s have I rolled tonight?
Like 4? Then yeah, you overcome the hidden DC, the flat 11 check, and magic missile goes off.
Decent damage, 13.
13 is not bad at all.
From a 3 action magic missile.
Each time it hits, it seems to like hit this invisible force field and just kind of sprays in this blue magical cacophony. Peach Pie, it's your turn.
4. And I swing like a golf club to try and knock this thing down the fairway.
All right.
We'll see. That could be calling my shot and not going well with all this mischance shit. Help! Help!
Oh!
That's a nat 20, and then it automatically rolled my mischance as a 19. So
Yep, that's a successful hit in all accounts.
yeah, 37 damage.
37.
It's not even good rolls; it's bad rolls.
Just all that static, man.
So how long is my drive?
It's a good 200-yard drive, man. It just flies across the swamp and lands on the shore on the eastern side. I don't know what a dead will-o-wisp looks like. Just a skull? I don't know if that's actually it, because it just... The description of a will-o-wisp just makes it seem like it's naturally invisible all the time, but it just can light up. Anyways, congratulations. You really fucked that guy up. He's dead.
He's certainly going to have more of a handicap.
Oh, that's bad. Peach Pie.
Hey, they're all
Anything
going to
over
be
there?
bad. I just want to let you know they're all going to be bad.
They said there's treasure over there. You should look around.
I look around and
All right.
probably fall into the quicksand again.
Give me a perception check.
25.
You actually see, concealed amid the tree roots, what looks to be a simple silver chain bearing some sort of brass housing with tiny brass wings. And at the center of that housing seems to be a clear stone of some kind. It's positioned so it sort of resembles an open eye.
I pick it up.
It's positioned in a way where you do have to cross the quicksand to get it.
Well, running across it really fast worked last time, so I try that again.
All right.
Flop, 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 flop.
All right, yeah, I'll let that pass. I like that. Optics on it works for me.
I hand the wizard the trinket.
I examined said trinket.
It's trinkety.
Arcana?
Yeah, let's go with Arcana on that one. Are you guys going to take 10 minutes here?
I'm going to take 20.
Sure
Yeah,
sounds like
I'll
it.
heal up.
Got an 18.
18, huh?
Roll a 2. I cannot critically fail.
You have no idea what this thing is. Not a clue. It's a necklace. It has some sort of stone inside of it. It does certainly look like an eye.
Part of me wants to hero point this. Is a 22 going to give it to me?
A 22 will do it. This isn't exactly a known magical item. This is certainly a magical item that's specific to this area, I believe at least. It is called Saint Alcaterum's Eye. Saint Alcaterum's Eye is a simple silver chain bearing a brass housing with tiny brass wings. And at the center of the housing is a stone positioned so that it resembles an open eye. The housing can bear a single Aeon stone in the same manner as a Wayfinder, allowing the necklace's wearer to benefit from the Aeon stone just as though it were orbiting their head. The necklace can bear only a clear spindle Aeon stone, not other types of Aeon stones. And it allows the bearer to use the Aeon stone's resonant power and doesn't restrict the wearer from investing other Aeon stones, even those slotted in a Wayfinder.
That's pretty cool. Is there one currently in there?
There is. There is a clear...
What does that do exactly?
Clear spindle Aeon stone is the one of sustenance. You don't need to eat or drink
That's
while
like the
the
most
stone is
basic one,
invested.
right?
Yep. The stone doesn't function until it has been worn continuously for a week and invested each day therein. If it's invested by someone else, the interval starts over. The resonant power of the clear spindle Aeon stone, though, which you can activate with the Saint Alcton's Eye, with a single interact action, allows you to cast Air Bubble as a primal innate spell once per day.
This wasn't worth the fight. Who wants this?
So Bernard would say,
That's an Aeon stone. Those are the things that Pathfinders put in their Wayfinders. I'm very interested in that. Not that I could really make use of it, but it's just a hobby of mine to study the Pathfinders.
Well, you better investigate it more there, thing guy.
I would love to take a look at it. Thank you, Jeb.
Yeah, I think we're just going to sell it.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to understand it more.
Oh no, I think the Wayfinder itself is dope, but the thing inside of it sucks.
yeah, the thing inside it sucks. It's not a Wayfinder, unfortunately.
It still lets you wear an Aeon
that's cool.
stone without wearing it.
Yeah.
Well, without having to have it orbit your head also, which makes it less susceptible to being destroyed.
Yeah, I'll toss it over to Peach Pie.
Thank you so much, the wizard.
So, congratulations. That, surprisingly, was a severe encounter.
I think we got lucky.
Yeah, you did. I think you did too. Between
Nothing
the
lucky
crit.
about.
I mean, Peach Pie hits like a fucking truck.
Seriously.
I mean, I got both of my, concealments and rolled a crit on one of them. And they don't have that much HP. They have to rely on not getting hit. It's almost like relying on not getting hit isn't a particularly viable combat option in Pathfinder 2e. Don't know. I'm not saying I have any experience with that.
Moonlight goes and checks out these ruins.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Is it an outhouse? Do I find a hole full of poo?
25 to perceive these ruins.
There's nothing of interest around the ruins. What you see here is just what looks to be the foundation, the stone foundation of some ancient outbuilding of some kind, perhaps. But no items, no remains, no bodies, nothing of interest beyond the fact that they're there.
Let's check out this third island.
The island that we can't actually get to without jumping or getting wet.
Oh yeah, that's the question. I'll make a jump check. I'll see if I can jump across. It'll be silly.
All right.
How far can you jump
I can't remember.
without even making a check? Is it 10 feet?
Without making a check, it's 10 feet. If you want to go farther than that, you do have to make
I feel like that'd be about 15.
This is definitely more than 10.
Oh yeah, I would say jumping on 20 here. Long jump, you make an athletics check. If you don't stride at least 10 feet, you automatically fail your check, so you're definitely going to need to make a running start.
I will take a running start.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
31.
Oh yeah. The DC of the check is equal to the total distance in feet you're attempting to move during your leap. So you need to succeed a DC 20 check to leap 20 feet. But you also can't leap farther than your speed, which is no issue here.
Not an issue. My speed is 25. Feel like it's what he does is he gets a running start, and then instead of jumping, he just like water skis on his big floppy clown shoes across the gap.
I'll take it. How about everybody else? How you getting across?
How deep does the water look?
No more than a couple feet deep. I would say for the medium-sized creatures in the party, you're going to be looking at wading probably waist deep, which for Moonlight would mean up to your neck. You might actually have to swim.
I ride turtle while turtle swims.
Turtle's gonna swim.
For everybody, it is just greater difficult terrain to wade across the water.
Well, that's easy.
But what if a shark attacks us?
Much more likely to be an alligator. So does the map continue off to the lower right with another fallen tree?
The map does, in fact, continue, and the wizard could tell you that, oh, yeah, that's right, guys, the map shows that there was, like, some kind of keep built into the hillside here, further to the east.
I wonder if that first fallen one was like a watchtower then or something.
Could be. I'm going to cross over this other conveniently fallen log. Zoop.
Peach Pie, when you get halfway across the log, it breaks, splinters, and it falls right into the swamp. Give me a reflex save.
To fall into the swamp?
To not fall into
Can
the
I
swamp.
choose to just fall into the swamp?
Oh, absolutely.
I fall into the swamp. Does it sweep me away, or can I just stand there all wet?
You stand there all wet.
So the log cracks under Peach Pie's weight, and he falls into the swamp. He doesn't even try to not fall into the swamp, because falling into swamps is definitely a thing that would happen to Peach Pie. There's a moment of pause for the comedic timing, and then the personal rain cloud turns on.
Little mini thunder.
Peach Pie slowly splashes through the water and wades his way out.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, no, I don't.
See, Tyler, that is where you would give a
Suddenly?
hero point.
Oh, yeah, that is a... Thank you, Swanee. I haven't given out any. That is definitely a hero point moment. Go ahead and take it.
But also a good time to use suddenly.
Also a good time to use suddenly. Peach Pie, as you're kind of standing there in the swamp, you start to feel this tingling on your legs. And suddenly that tingling turns into a burn. And for everybody watching around, you actually notice that the swamp water seems to be like coalescing around his legs, and it starts climbing up Peach Pie's legs and his waist, and it's beginning to engulf him. Initiative. This absolutely huge coalescing black slime starts climbing Peach Pie, and it's grabbing Peach Pie right now. So mechanically, Peach Pie has the grabbed condition. It's big, it's black, and it's
oozy.
It's oozy. Wizard, you start combat.
Would guess. I start with the recall knowledge.
God, I love that you do that now. This one's going to be occultism again.
I rolled a nat 1. What do I know?
It's an ooze?
It's oozy.
Is it an ooze?
Maybe?
It's the villain from Fern Gully.
Yeah. Wait,
I don't know
can
that
you...
reference.
You mean Avatar?
Tomato, tomato.
Do you want to date my avatar?
Ted, can you can't actually critically fail these
I
things.
can, because I didn't take twice as long.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
I'm going to use my bonded items to recall Sudden Bolt, and I'm going to Sudden Bolt it.
Okay. All right, Sudden Bolt requires a reflex save, correct?
Yup.
All right, it gets a 12 on the reflex save.
Oh, that was close to a critical failure. Critical failure would have been really nice. I do 40 damage to it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, the recall was the one I had prepared was a level 3, so it's a height one.
So you have a heightened Sudden Bolt there. That's 5d12.
5d12, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying. A critical would have been 10d12. That would have been really nice. It was one away from critically failing.
That would have been gross. 10d12? Oh, anyways, this big lightning bolt that surprises the wizard, maybe a little, comes jutting out of his hand and hits this ooze. And this big, it hits it so hard it splashes, and these little black specks of ooze, they just cover the wizard's face from the force of the hit.
I don't like that. I like that flavor, Tyler. I don't want to get that dirty.
You got that dirty. And you sneeze immediately afterwards.
He sneezes, did you say?
Yes.
I like it.
All right, so it is the ooze's turn. The ooze spends its first action constricting Peach Pie.
Cool.
Make a basic fortitude save.
Okay. It is my best save. That's a nat 1. I'm going to use one of them hero points.
All right.
Let's try that again. 29.
Much better. You succeed the save, so you're going to take half of this constrict damage. I rolled max, which would have been a 21, but half is 10 damage. 3 of it's acid, if that makes a difference.
No.
No? Okay. Then, with its second action, it is going to reach out a long pseudopod arm and attack the Wiz. It's going to get a 32 to hit, which is a critical hit. Oh, this is going to hurt a lot, Ted. 47 damage as a long, oozy tendril just smacks the wizard right in the face.
I have 4 HP.
And with that, let's see. When the pudding hits a creature with its pseudopod, any acid damage is dealt to the creature's armor or clothing as well as the creature. I'm pretty sure that dissolves every piece of clothing that you're wearing.
I was likely wearing some very fine clothing that we found from that succubus. So that shit melts like nothing.
The wizard is now naked.
He isn't bashful at all. He's completely just...
I mean, you're probably feeling something.
Whoa.
You just took 47 damage and your reaction's, whoa. That hurt, bro.
There's a breeze beneath my nuts now.
Your skin is flailing off. Whoa.
And with its third action, it grabs the wizard.
Good.
Hey, Moonlight, you know what to do. Let's fucking leave.
Been here before.
Time to dip.
Me and Moonlight are secretly just evil as fuck. We just keep recruiting people to die.
Luring them to their deaths.
We found 2 bodies for the Barcast.
Well,
Yeah, we knew the Barghest was there the whole time. And we've been working with him.
That's why he said he recognized me.
Yeah.
But I had to keep it kind of low key.
keep it low key, man. Shh, don't say anything. Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Yes, my turn. So breaking out of a grab, you can just do an athletics check, right?
Athletics or a melee attack roll. Yes.
Or just a melee attack roll.
Yep, against the DC of, hold on,
Are they engulfed or just grabbed?
Or acrobatics.
just grabbed.
Just going to do what I've been doing. Action 1, going to make a flat check to retrieve my mutagen. I get a 10. I succeed. Take the mutagen, and I attack.
What mutagen?
Oh, bestial mutagen.
Ah.
And I attempt to bite a motherfucker.
Is taking the mutagen also?
No, so the bandolier does allow me to draw the item as part of the action that requires it. So
It's all one action.
It's all one action. Okay, good.
Okay, so one interact action. Okay.
So then with my second action, I will rage, and with my third action, I will bite.
And again, just a quick clarification, even though we did rule everything correctly with drawing the mutagen and taking it while being grappled, I didn't necessarily need to do that because there is nothing that says you cannot attack with a two-handed weapon while grappled, so I would have been much better served by just attacking with my maul if we would have realized the correct rules for Pathfinder 2e.
19 to hit, looks like it does hit,
19 hits.
and I will deal it 16 damage, and that is the end of my turn.
Looks like it was 0 damage.
Oh, looks like it dealt it 0 damage
Hold on
from
a
the
second.
piercing.
In fact, when you bite into the ooze, it shudders and splits. There are now
shit.
2 huge oozes.
Are you telling me
Excuse me.
that I just bit this ooze in half and caused it to asexually reproduce?
Yes?
I mean, unless
You're
it's
a baby
really,
maker.
really into biting, then I guess it's sexually reproduced.
Yes.
Cool. Real cool.
So they're still huge? They didn't get smaller?
Interestingly, no.
Am I still in the same ooze as Peach Pie?
No, this is a separate one.
So we're in separate oozes now?
No, you're
Or
both in one.
We're both in the one.
You're both in the one, and the other one just kind of splits off. I just have to do some.
Does it
quick-
seem any weaker?
Like they split HP?
They do split HP. That's why I have to math. Yeah, there's 2 oozes now. One of them is grabbing Peach Pie and the Wiz, and the other one is separate. That brings us over to Jebediah. It's your turn.
I want to keep splitting them, but I fear they'll all do the same damage. First off, so Wiz was not moved, right?
Correct. Basically, Wiz just has a big, long pseudopod from the original ooze just kind of like latched to its face.
I'll pop a big old 38 HP onto the Wiz.
Ooh. Thank you.
That's a level 3 Healy. And oozes can totally be tripped, right?
I'm going to say no.
Who are you, Savatri?
Dude, this shockwave smells so good. I want to use it all the time. Fuck it. I'm going to attack the one that's got Peach Pie with my
Okay.
pad. 20.
We
That
breaking
hits.
it apart.
I'm scratching this thing. 6.
Slashing damage. You deal the ooze no damage, and once more, it splits into 2 oozes. There are now 3 huge oozes.
Have fun figuring out that HP.
Yeah. Which will bring us over to Moonlight. It's your turn.
Yeah, that's about right.
About how Moonlight's feeling right now.
Fireball!
Yeah, Moonlight doesn't have Fireball.
Shadow Ball!
Sound ball?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try out my new Chilling Darkness on one of these guys.
All right.
I think we'll go for the one holding Peach Pie.
Okay.
That one in the middle. We will get a 17.
17 hits.
Luckily, they have low AC. We will deal it. Jesus.
That is terrible.
5d6, 11 damage. 1, 3, 2, 2, 3. Fuck. I just can't roll damage other than with books.
Yeah,
I could literally do more damage with my books than that.
That was bad, man.
Or it goes a level 3 spell.
But at least you did damage. Do they have to make a save of some kind? on
No,
this
it's
one?
a touch. It's an attack spell, so there's no save. We're gonna cast Shield.
That'll take us back up to the top of the order. It's the wizard's turn. You're currently grabbed.
And that's one action to try to break out.
Correct.
I didn't break out. With my other... I can't hit all 3 in a 15-foot cone in any way, right?
I don't think so.
No, you have to make a choice.
The oozes aren't overlapping each other at all?
No, they're adjacent. Is the way that it calls out in the split ability.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to try to do a second level Burning Hands on ooze 1 and 3.
I'm assuming that those material components have the manipulate trait.
Yeah, so I need to do a flat check, right?
Yep, you got it. 5 or higher.
Oh, thank God.
5 on the nose.
Roll the 5. Okay.
So we've got 124 to save, which looks like it's a success. The other one gets an 18, which is a failure.
Damage.
All right, so the one takes 5 points of damage, and the other takes 14. So we got 2 separate damage rolls on that, which I'm okay with.
2 ways to target them. That's my turn, though.
All right. Then after the wizard, here comes the ooze storm. Oh, this is going to be so nasty because they do not get weaker with attacks or anything when they split. They just get half the HP and they go adjacent. So first of all, ooze number 1 uses its first action to constrict. So I'm going to need a basic fortitude save from the wizard and from Peach Pie.
Nat 20.
So Peach Pie takes no damage on the constrict.
Nat 20.
All right, so that's 2 natural 20s. Neither of you take any damage on the constrict, which is kind of a big deal there. That's its first action. With its second action, it's going to constrict again. So give me another fortitude save.
21.
18.
You both fail. You're both going to take 12 points of damage. I'm just going to check. Does the constrict deal damage to your shit too? It doesn't actually. That's odd. Only when it does the pseudopod damage.
It's bludgeoning.
Get out of here with that fucking sundering armor bullshit.
Then with its third action, it's going to constrict a third time. Another fortitude save from both of you.
23.
4.
You both fail. This is going to deal you both 19 points of damage. That's its turn. Then we're going to go over to the first ooze that split off, is going to use its first action to move closer to Moonlight. Its second action to attack Moonlight with a long pseudopod arm.
They're not that smart.
Yeah, what the fuck Moonlight do? There's a fucking turtle in front of it.
Oh, it'll get there.
Who attacked it?
It's a 34 to hit Moonlight.
It's a fucking crit.
That's going to do 49 damage to Moonlight.
Now Moonlight's at 4 hit points.
And it's going to use its other attack on Turtle. Gets a 23 to hit Turtle. Deals Turtle 24 points of damage. And it doesn't get a grab.
Bit it. Why doesn't it get a grab?
Because it needs an action to do that. Then the third ooze split off is going to attack Jeb. Get a 26 to hit.
Okay.
And deal Jeb 27 points of damage. Use its second action to grab Jeb. And its third action to constrict. So go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
22.
22 will fail. Deal you 16 points of damage on the constrict. That's their turn. That takes us over to Peach Pie.
Okay, well, I think what I'm going to need to do is simply make an attack to try and break free.
I was going to tell you to stop.
Please don't make any more of these.
Nat 20 to escape.
That does it easy.
Move me north next to Turtle.
Say pick an adjacent square.
Cool.
Splashing into the water.
All right, that was action 1. Action 2, I'm going to be swinging my maul. Get a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Take this bludgeoning damage, you bitch. I kill it with 23 damage.
Yeah, you splatter it into black oozy bits.
I swing at the one to my north with my third action. I take my hero point. I rolled a 5 to get a 9. I get a 16 and I hit.
16 hits.
And I deal it terrible damage. 9 damage.
Ooh, yeah, that was bad damage, but you deal it all and it does not split.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Jebediah, it's your turn.
Okay, I will do a flat 5 check here. With an action point. Oh my god.
Oof.
Wow.
So what happens? I just lose an action, or do I lose the thing that I was getting?
You lose the action, not whatever you were trying to grab. I'm assuming you were trying to draw something?
No, I was going to cast a spell.
Oh, then yeah, you lose the action that you tried to use to cast that spell.
If an activity gets interrupted or disrupted in an encounter, you lose all the actions committed to it.
Because it's all at once.
He just has his third action left.
Yeah, you have your third action left.
I escape! Using the attack, I'm escaped. I'm done.
Nat 20, yep, you definitely are escaped. You are no longer grabbed. All right. Then after Jebediah, it's Moonlight's turn.
So, what is Moonlight gonna do? Cower in fear?
Die.
Very likely.
Don't
Very, very likely.
You can run away. I'll bet they're slow.
Not very well, because I can't run through water very well.
You'd also
And I am very, very small.
You'd actually have to swim through this.
Yeah, I guess I'll cast telekinetic projectile.
Hit it with some of that broken tree.
Yeah, sharp rocks for piercing damage, right?
I said
let's-
broken tree, bludgeoning. Jesus, Tyler.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be bludgeoning here. We're going to go for this guy to the south, hoping that he's more injured because he's split twice. We're going to get a 25 to hit.
25 hits, as they are immune to critical hits, though.
So we will deal it 11 damage because, of course, the critical damage was higher than the regular.
All right, 11
My
damage.
D6s have sucked today. Got a
That one is
2, 2, 3.
not looking good. It's all wobbly and drippy. Not in a good, healthy ooze sort of way.
I was going to say, how can you tell with the ooze? They're all wobbly and drippy.
The Wiz, it's your turn. And I think you are still grabbed.
No, I'm not.
I
No,
haven't.
killed that one.
I haven't
that's right,
jumped
that one
yet.
died. That's right,
Moonlight,
that one died.
Moonlight jumps 10 feet into the water
Oh,
with their third action.
one.
Wiz will Burning Hands ooze 3.
It fails on its reflex save with a 19.
Please die. I didn't want to go second level because I didn't want to burn that. God damn it, I should have just used the second level. 8 damage. It's still alive.
Yeah. It
The Wiz runs naked after Moonlight and dives into the water himself.
The problem with that is that's 2 different types of actions. Unless he's kind of like running off the edge, I guess.
He just runs off the edge and just like belly flops into the water.
He's not actually leaping; he's just jumping.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine
running.
him actually like leaping. He's just running off the edge.
All right. Then that's going to take us over to Ooze 2. Currently, this is the one that's probably the biggest threat because it only was split off once. It uses its first action to attack Peach Pie
Bring it.
and get a 22 to hit,
It will hit.
and will deal Peach Pie 20 points of damage.
Okay.
It will then use its second action to grab Peach Pie, and its third to constrict Peach Pie. Go ahead
Okay.
and give me a fortitude save.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
That's going to be double damage on this. 37 points.
And dying too.
Dying 2 because of the critical fail.
And standing in water.
Now he's
Or should I say unconscious in water?
grabbed and unconscious in water. Yep.
I mean, I guess if the creature is holding him above the water, then he's okay.
Which for right now he is. All right. And that's going to take us over to Ooze 3, the one that currently has 1 hit point, and will attack Jebediah with a pseudopod arm.
Did you really
Horns
have to say
attack.
it has 1 hit point? You son
I
of a bitch.
did. 21 to hit.
Miss.
And
then my thorns activate.
wait, what?
I have thorns armor.
You do? Does it do piercing damage?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
It's just theoretical.
Oh, I see. And he's going to attack you a second time with the pseudopod arm and get an 18 to hit. Why would that hit and not the other?
Well, it doesn't, so.
Yeah, an 18 doesn't hit. Oh, I rolled it against myself. Duh. Duh. And then third attack on Jebediah. Frustrated Ooze swing. 21 to hit, which misses. All right. Then it's Jebediah's turn.
Alright, I gotta figure something out here. Can I get here in one step? No, wait.
Yeah, the water is difficult terrain.
Right, so 5.
15.
No, the
No,
first one wouldn't be
get right there.
difficult because I'd be jumping into it. And
You
then
could-
it'd be 20.
No, moving into difficult terrain, not leaving difficult terrain.
I'm jumping into difficult terrain.
It's true. You could do that, actually.
Do you want to just make the leap action? 'Cause that'd be 2 actions to get over there. You're trying to do it with 1 action.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna sudden bolt the one that's above me and hope you dudes can do 1 damage. I need a reflex save.
All right, reflex save
On
from
Ooze 2.
Huge Ooze 2. 21.
Does that's what it is. So is that, it's good?
That's a
succeed.
success then.
No. 17 damage?
Not bad.
I mean,
Seven-
it is because it's not dead, so yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually.
It's not dead. It's not doing good. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Alright, so swim. You propel yourself through water. In most calm water, you succeed at the action without needing to attempt a check.
That's the thing, is it is calm water. If you're trying to swim, it requires a check. But you're just in place. I would say you're treading water, you don't have to make.
I mean, I think it still takes an action, but I don't need to make a check.
Yeah, that's yes. So,
So-
an action to stay above water and then you
Yeah.
cast.
Pretty much. So that's what I'll do. And I'll try another telekinetic projectile on this guy, which apparently has 1 hit point. 25.
25 hits.
I deal the dumbass 15 fucking damage.
More than 1.
15 damage kills it.
Could have used that last turn and would have killed it in the.
And I could have dealt 1 more damage rather than
Stupid
rolling like a 1 and a
D6s.
2 to that one that killed me. So
That's my turn.
All right, that's going to bring us up to the wizard.
I don't have to spend an action to
No,
water, right? I'm
you
standing in
don't,
it.
because you're a medium creature.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonded item to use, or recall a 2nd level spell I've already used today. And the spell I'm bringing back is my good old 2nd level Shocking Grasp. And I'm gonna add a 3rd action to it to make it a reach spell. And I'm gonna try to fuck this thing up. 21 to hit,
That hits.
20 damage.
Takes him down more. but it's still not quite enough, which is going to take us over to Peach Pie. Peach Pie,
Yes.
you're dying 2.
Yes.
You're going to need to make a recovery roll.
Yes.
Now, a recovery check is 10 plus your current dying value. If you roll a 2 or a 1, you will die,
Why a 2?
because a critical failure increases your dying value by 2.
I see. Well, let's see what happens here. Incoming D20. I roll a 19. And can I let you in on a secret?
Yeah.
I really wanted to roll a 2. And then I could have said, fuck off, Tyler. I have toughness. It's 1 lower.
Oh, you do have toughness.
And in fact, even then I wouldn't be dead because I also have Die Hard. I literally took everything I could to make this character not die after the sad loss of Orchestral.
Okay, no, that's good. Actually, that might make a difference, David. It's 9 plus your dying value then?
Yes, it is.
Oh, so it's not quite enough for it to be a critical success.
Not quite.
That's close, though. All right, so that's okay. Your dying value is reduced by 1. You are now dying 1.
Alrighty.
All right.
I am done.
But that's going to take us to the huge ooze's turn. Now, it's mindless. It just has food in its grip.
It's mindless, but yet it chose to go after Moonlight.
Who is dealing damage.
It's mindless.
Not arguing with you about it. Anyways.
Why, because you're wrong and you hate to fight it?
Fine. I'm wrong. Doesn't change this situation at all.
Guess what? The DM doesn't get to be wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not wrong. Fuck you, Spencer.
Hey, that's bullshit. This isn't fucking communist Russia. he can be wrong, all right?
This isn't 5e.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. This isn't 5e.
I need to find out what happens to something that takes damage that has the dying condition. If you take damage while you already have the dying condition, you increase your condition value by 1. Okay, so this is
so it still rolls against you.
It still rolls against you. So here's what it's going to be. I mean, the only reason it would take damage, it would be from the constrict. So what's going to happen is it's going to move 5 feet over. It's going to make an attack on Jebediah, which it won't get to constrict then. 31 to hit Jebediah, which hits. 15 damage to Jeb.
I meant to say use.
Ooh. Low damage, though, on those rolls.
Yeah, well, very low on those rolls. Grab or constrict. Rolling a d20. High grabs Jeb, low constricts Peach Pie. Spends its third action to grab Jebediah.
I think it doesn't have a 15-foot reach.
Yeah, that would have made a difference. That's going to take us over to Jebediah.
I'll attempt to escape once again. 25.
A 25, double check, does not escape.
All right,
Jeez.
let's check.
What does it go against?
Athletics DC.
Jesus.
Well, I succeed my manipulate and I cast a heightened cantrip Ray of Frost
All right.
and deal it 11 damage.
Come on, kill it.
Points of cold damage. Does not put it out. Moonlight, it's your turn.
Trusty books coming flying out of the backpack. Get a 17 to hit it.
17 hits with the book.
14 book damage.
That puts it out. It's dead. Woo-wee.
Yay!
And Peach Pie drops in the water.
Yes, and immediately begins to suffocate.
Roll to Jebediah's turn.
No, I don't know. I mean, you're going to get there.
Well, I'm going to cast
assuming-
a third level heal. Not third level, a third reaction, second level.
Yeah, I suppose it won't, to an extent, matter. It will, actually. Peach Pie, give me a recovery roll.
Okay. I roll a 9, which would fail.
So that'd pick you to dying 2. It's just a matter about the wounded condition afterwards, I think.
No, because remember the wounded still just goes to 1.
Oh,
Everyone
that's right.
heals 9 HP.
Yay!
Peach Pie, you're back up.
As Peach Pie wakes up from Jeb's heel, Bernard, soaking wet, desperately is pulling Peach Pie by his ear back up onto shore. Or at least trying to.
Hey guys, do you want to see how the rest of the circus is doing on getting rid of the...
What time of day is it?
I don't care.
Well, that was a harrowing experience.
Was.
Black pudding ooze.
But yeah, definitely time to go back and relax for a bit.
For the day, I have 2 first level spells and 1 second level spell left.
Hey, me
Rest
too.
time.
Yeah, we're gonna go sleep for the day. Maybe help them clear out
Yeah, I
some
was gonna
shit.
say we won't go to sleep. We'll help
Yeah.
clean shit up after I.
Farghast charges out of the cave and decides it wants to eat now. No, I'm just kidding.
After
We
lots and
feed
lots
it
of healing.
ooze.
What the fuck does it want ooze for?
It's like a soup.
The wizard is naked, covered in just splotches of black ooze.
It affects him in no way that he's naked. I don't know why you keep bringing that up. I mean,
No,
it's
it's just for optics.
It
man.
affects me, okay?
The wizard's nose is red and puffy and just dripping snot. And he sneezes all the way back to the circus camp.
It's very strange, but okay.
So we want to do a medicine check to see if I'm sick.
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check to see what the hell is going on with the wizard's nose and why he keeps sneezing.
He needs drugs.
17.
Shrug?
I mean, I did snort a line of Will-O-Wisp.
I mean, that'll do it. No, you're not sure.
Sneezing out spirits.
Maybe allergies? Hard to say. Is he allergic to black pudding ooze? Maybe.
We'll go back, we'll heal up, have some food, rest up, help out at the camp, and then tomorrow we'll come back and continue on.
Man, what a day for our characters. Caltrops, Mold, a bunch of wolves, a Barghest, a couple Will-O-Wisps, and a black pudding. It is absolutely time to rest up. Join us next time to explore more of this dangerous plot as we continue the Extinction Curse. We want to thank you for sharing these adventures with us, and we'd like to also invite you to join our Discord, a place where you can chat with us and other listeners of the show. If you play Pathfinder Second Edition or are interested in the system, it is a great place to get all the answers to any questions that you might have. There are tons of people on there who are happy to talk about Pathfinder Second Edition and all sorts of other nerdery. We'd also like to invite you, if you'd like, to check out our Patreon, where you can help keep this show going. We appreciate our patrons so much, so we'd like to give a special thank you to our 3 patrons at our grand finale level: Emily S., Jacob or Wolf in our Discord, and Blartimus Slump. We'll see all of you again next week, and until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.